What's going on YouTube? My name is GinJTCG or Chris, and today I'm back with another Meta Deck Monday video, and for this one, we're going to be playing Charizard EX, which is the most popular deck in the format right now. It's taking on the most tournaments. This exact list actually came, I'm going to pull up the person's name here. I don't know exactly how to say it, so I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it wrong, but marcusytan? I'm not sure. Definitely butchered that. I apologize. It's from the Pokemon Battle Park tournament. It just happened. Actually, it'll happen today when this episode goes up. And he went 10-0-1, so clearly the list works. I mean, he went undefeated for 11 matches, which is an absolute feat. So, you know, respect to Homeboy for piloting it. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. If you're watching this video or you know how to pronounce that name and you want to let me know in the comments down below, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, so the list is pretty cool, and it's pretty standard Charizard list, which is why I'm really excited to show it off with like a few surprises, which is kind of nice. So you're running a 3-1-2 Charizard line, which is nice. You really don't need more than 2 Charizard EXs because you got 2 copies of Rod to bring them back, and maybe you need like 2 to 3 a game. But also between Radiant Charizard and the dude Dusknoir, which has been a huge addition to this deck, and it's finally starting to shine with it, you really might not need 2 Charizards or more than 2 Charizards, because between those 3 different Pokemon, you can kind of clear out a game. So, use Charizard EX as your beefy attacker, swinging 180, you guys know what it does. Charizard EX has been in the format for a minute, it's been super competitive since the day it dropped, so you do more damage the more the game has gone on. You do 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. When you play it, you search for 3 energies. Radiant Charizard is the perfect single prize attacker for this deck, since you got 250 for ideally for free, because you use it in the late game to just kind of sweep whatever Pokemon you're staring at, and disrupt some prize trade, which is always nice. And then you got the 1-1-1 Dusknoir line. So you got the Curse Blast ability, which you could use to KO yourself, but you usually use it to take out like a support Pokemon. Like if you're playing against Ancient Box, if you get like a big Iono play and use Dusknoir to take out their Greninja while also bumping Pokestop, you kind of just stop them in their tracks. And that's what I think makes this matchup so hard for Ancient Box, is that exact play right there, and it's so easy to pull off with this deck. Partly because you also have access to Pidgeot, so with the quick search ability, you can just search for whatever missing piece of the puzzle you need every turn. In terms of other support, we've got Lumineon, Rotom, we've got heavy Arven build, Forest Seal Stone, very standard, Fezandipiti. So in the mid and late game, when Pokemon are starting to get KO'd, you could flip the script. And I think the card that I've liked the most in this list, and I don't think I've seen in many others, and maybe I'm going crazy and it's in every list and I didn't even process that, is actually Thorton. So I feel like a lot of times, you know, the Rotom is sitting there and it's just a complete liability, doing absolutely nothing after the early game. When you use Forest Seal Stone or like Lumineon in that same turn, you know, you'll play it, you'll get its worth, and you'll never touch it after that. The reason I like Thorton so much is because you can now replace Lumineon and Rotom with Fezandipiti. So in that mid-game, like essentially after the first or second turn, you know, when your Charizard's about to get KO'd, you could switch it with Fezandipiti and keep the value while also saving the bench space for other Pokemon. So I think that's an amazing addition to this deck. And I think that paired with like Unfair Stamp, you could still go for a big hand disruption play, like against Ancient Box, another super popular deck that is destroying tournaments right now. You know, I mentioned how you want to go Iono, Dusknoir the Greninja while also trying to bump the stadium and just kind of stop them in their tracks. You could still do that while pulling off a Thorton play, because now you have access to Unfair Stamp as well as your Ace spec. So all around, I think this list is very solid. That's kind of, I think, the spiciest card I saw on the list was that Thorton, and I think it really does open up this deck to just utilize its bench so much more, because there's so many different support Pokemon, and like, you know, the bench gets very full very fast with Charizard, and I think that's one of the hardest things about it. It's not, I think, super difficult, but it's definitely a little annoying to figure out that bench space sometimes, and a copy of Thorton can really solve a lot of those problems by kind of taking out one of those liability Pokemon and replacing it with a different liability, but at least one that's more useful. So definitely a solid list. I'm excited to play it. I think one other thing to note about it, there's only 5 energy in this list. So, you know, you could use Charizard EX's ability once for full value, and then after that, you're really just going to have to cycle around the rods very well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the list. Very straightforward list. It's Charizard EX. Y'all seen it. I don't think I've ever played it for Meta Deck Monday, and I think it's about time I get it on the channel, so we'll get into this. But before I get into these 3 matches, I just wanted to let everyone know, I don't know if it'll be by the time this video goes up, but definitely by the end of the day. If you have tuned into my podcast with a couple of my buddies, thank you so much. It's the Battle VIP podcast. Definitely check it out. But big update with it, I am now updating it they're not updating it, uploading it to Spotify and Apple Music Podcasts. So, you know, if you listen to podcasts on either of those while you're driving to work or going on big car trips or just like cleaning, relaxing, doing whatever, maybe while you fall asleep, you know, if you want to throw on the Battle VIP podcast, it's an awesome one. Definitely give it a listen. We talk about the different meta reviews. I know I posted like a while back, you know, people were like itching for meta reviews. Well, we do a massive meta review every other week on the Battle VIP's podcast. We talk about the top 7 decks, the best rogue deck, like we go through the top 7 decks in our opinion, the top rogue decks, since this is a rogue channel and y'all are here for some wacky list, so of course we talk about our favorite rogue decks that we think are well positioned or did better than we thought or we're playing at the moment, so we'll talk about that. Then we play a game called Who's That Pokemon, definitely tune in for that one, as well as just general updates. If a regional happened, new set coming out, like in the last episode we talked about Stellar Crown and the cards we're most excited for and we think will have the biggest impact on the format. So yeah, just an awesome Pokemon TCG podcast. Give it a listen. It'll be uploaded everywhere. And if there's any big podcasts that I'm missing that you'd want to listen to, just let me know and I'll try to get my podcast there as well. But for now, it's been on YouTube, and by the end of the day today, the podcast will also be on Spotify Podcasts and Apple Music Podcasts. So go give it a listen. Go show some love to it. Definitely an awesome podcast to tune into for some nice background and help keep everyone updated on the TCG format, meta, you know, all that good stuff. So thank you for listening to that little spiel. Now, let's get into Charizard EX's Meta Deck Monday. Welcome to match number 1. We open up with a solid hand. I mean, we're going second. Our opponent chose to go first. They took 1 mulligan. They got some energy switch, some grass energy, probably Regidrago. I mean, Jamming Tower, not super common in Regidrago. But the rest of the cards, I mean, research not Sada tells me it's most like, oh my god, I'm not clicking the right thing. Most likely not Ogerpon. Energy switch, grass energy, 100% an Ogerpon build. That's really the only other big one I could think of. Would be Regidrago, maybe Toedscruel. Toedscruel has Jamming Tower a bit more. That could be a little difficult because of weakness, but we could still work around it, and it's definitely Regidrago. Gutra Kyurem, if I've ever seen a Regidrago deck, it's this one. And you know what? Actually, do we play Manaphy? I'm not sure if we do. I guess we could get Kyurem next turn. That would be bad. That would definitely be bad news bears. I could pull up the list right now and check. How do we work around Kyurem or anything like that? Let's see. Open as image. What do we got in here? I got nothing in terms of stopping a board wipe of a whole bunch of Charmanders and whatnot. And we only played 3 Charmanders, so we could theoretically take out all of them. Alright. This could be kind of rough, because although we play Thorton, so you know what, if he does, and we have Thorton in hand, so maybe I don't, maybe I actually hold the hand, because I kind of like what I got. So let's get Rotom down, let's play Buddy-Buddy Poffin, let's take down 2 Charmanders. I do need oh no, we have a Pidgey in the active. Another Pidgey could go crazy though, because I kind of want to just sack our active here. But no. It'll be better to go double Charmander. Do I Iono and go for more Pokemon, but also give them 2 more cards? What did they play off their Iono? Did they play, or their Squawk? Did they play anything? They discarded 3, got an Overrun. They played that. Okay, they actually didn't play anything insane. They probably have a research in hand, but nothing else I'm super scared of. You know what? If they want to go Kyurem next turn, I will Thornton. Although I would need a different hand. I need Rare Candy Charizard in hand. Ooh. That makes things difficult. I could just instant charge. Let's throw the energy on Charmander. Let's just instant charge, because we have Thornton, and I'm super scared of Kyurem. Okay, so I don't know if any of that made sense. I'll explain what's going on in my brain right now. We got Fezandipiti as well, so that's going to be good for next turn. So if they set up a Regidrago V-Star, get rid of all of their energy, and play Trifrost, they could effectively KO Pidgey, Charmander. This is something I didn't even think about when thinking of Thornton and thinking about using it to get rid of Rotom for like Fezandipiti or something like that. No, this saves us from Kyurem, because if they wipe all 3 of these Pokemon, I'm going to play Thornton, switch Rotom with Charmander, play Fezandipiti, and hopefully I could get Rare Candy Charizard EX off of that. And then we could keep attacking, and that should buy us enough to get through this game. However, they have the Legacy Star. I mean, okay, they got Research, which is good. I was going to say they need a whole bunch of energy to switch, and they haven't seen a single one yet. Oh, man. Okay, so they need, what? Vessel Research would be the 2. Did they just take a Grass Energy? Oh, man, I don't know what that last card was, but I feel like if they took Vessel, got rid of whatever the last card in their hand was, it was an energy switch. Okay, maybe that's why. That's probably why they didn't. I guess that makes sense. And then they got Research. And they had Canceling Cologne. Yeah, they should have taken Vessel if they still had Canceling Cologne. Oh, maybe that was what they drew off Ogerpon. Okay, it's a little difficult. I mean, I was thinking, you know, if they took the energy, the Vessel, they could have searched 2 energy out of their deck. They could have manual attached the fire energy, just guaranteed it, as well as got... Oh, wait a second. How are you going to retreat now? Do you have Prime Catcher? Or a Switch? Because now if they manual attach a fire energy here, this guy's still stuck on the bench unless they have Prime Catcher or Switch. And they play one of both. Usually the A-Spec is Prime Catcher. I'd be shocked if it's anything but. And something I like in this Drago list too, they're playing the Noivern EX. So on the Battle Weeklies podcast, which I mentioned before, shameless plug. All types of shameless plug. It's on my mind this morning. I was doing a lot of work getting it uploaded everywhere else. We talked about how Noivern's an amazing tech for Drago, and maybe you could fit it at 1/1 line in other lists just to deal with so many decks in the format right now. Obviously against Charizard, it's not going to help you any, but against Ancient Box, Raging Bolt, Miraidon, Roaring Moon, I guess Roaring Moon is Frenzied Gouging, but like, whatever, cope. You know, just a whole bunch of decks like that you could abuse Noivern and do so well, and here it is, they got the Prime Catcher. So are they going to take out Rotom, or are they going to Trifrost and take out my whole board? Both are really scary. Actually, not really. I'd rather them KO Rotom. If they KO Rotom, I really don't care. I think I'll be fine. As long as I could get Rare Candy Charizard. If I could, like, top deck Rare Candy and then Fezandipiti into Ultra Ball or something like that, oh my god, that would feel so good. That would feel amazing. And even after this, like, if they use Trifrost, they have, like, no good way to recover all their energy right now. They got 3 cards in hand. They got 0 draw on the bench, except for a couple of Orgrippons, assuming they have Grass Energy. So, it's not the end of the world. They might just go for 2 prize cards and just take out the Rotom. Like, they might use Gudra's Rolling Iron. I feel like could make a lot of sense. And no, they go Trifrost. They're going to go for the board wipe. So I'm going to try to get this Thorton going early. I'm so happy I could show this off. I hope this play works. I want it to work so bad. They're going to take 3 prize cards. If I can make this comeback, oh my god. Am I going to feel good? Am I going to feel pretty good? So we're still short a lot of things. They've got 6 cards in hand. We'll see if we can pull this one off. So we got Charmeleon. Doesn't help us too much. Let's play the Fezandipiti right now. It doesn't help us to Thorton first if there's absolutely nothing I could do with it. I did kind of whiff it, huh? Because I need a Thorton, and then I can't really get Unfair Stamp down. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. I could Iono, put him down to 3, and just take my time setting up again. We still might be able to make a comeback. I mean, they got no energy in play. Man, oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad. And then, what would I want to play? Down. Maybe Radiant Charizard just to get it down. Doesn't really hurt at this point. I don't think they'd go for another Trifrost. Plus, I don't mind having Radiant Charizard if we get, like, Defiance Band a lot. And then I think, what do we do? Just Iono? Definitely Rod. Definitely want to Rod back 2 Charmanders. I don't know if our other Pidgey's prized. Let's do... I know I got 3 Charmanders, so let's just do 1/1. You know what? Full sends. Let's get our Charmanders down. I need those. I need those real bad. And then what are we going to do? Iono here? I could Ultra Ball. I could sack Dusknoir and... probably Cologne. I don't need Cologne this match, do I? I don't think so. Just to get a Charmander down, guarantee it. Dusknoir I don't think will help us. We're already down 3 prize cards. Not something I'm really looking to do. And we got 1 Pidgey left in the deck, so that's perfect. That's really all I need. Need Charmander more than anything, though. Let's get this guy down. And let's just rip the Iono. Put us at a new 6. Fresh 6. Fresh start. Put them at 3 cards. We'll see if they got anything to do after this 3. And we get Night Stretcher and Heavy Ball. Plus, oh, we have actually a banger of a hand. I don't think any Pokemon are prized I'm regretting at this point. I might just instant charge. Right? I think we got it. Yeah, let's just instant charge. I had 3 cards in hand. If they drew into the nuts, they drew into the nuts. But we can make this comeback. And we have Rare Candy Charizard in hand. We can make this comeback. And Arven for Defiance Band. If they don't get an attack this turn, which they might not, they have 0 energy in play and 4 cards in hand. If they did not draw into a research, there is a legit chance they are not pulling this attack off. Because they need double energy switch as well. And they've already played 2. So if we can survive this turn, I am very confident we can make an insane comeback against this deck. I couldn't go for the Thorton play I wanted. That would have been so good. We were one piece away. I forgot if I had Rare Candy or Charizard. I think, what was it? We were literally one piece away from pulling that off. But it's cool. I mean, you know what? They overextended. They had to absolutely send it. They might get punished because of it. And that's fine. I mean, they definitely went for the proper play. I can't see. Oh, and they get rid of Energy Switch. They're not setting up this turn. The Energy Retrieval will get all the energy in hand, but the best they could do is get a 4th Energy Switch and have 2 energy on their Regidrago V-Star. So that card being discarded, we're good. I don't think there's another way around this, unless they use Legacy Star again, in which case, yeah, that wouldn't feel too good. That would be pretty rough, honestly. So, and they go Iono. Okay, kind of hurts. Kind of loved my hand, actually. I was kind of obsessing over it. This will do. This will do just fine. Yeah, they Iono into a new 3. I guess it makes sense. They needed just a completely different hand. We're going to take another turn to set up Pidgeot. That's fine. I am going to go... We need a Nest Ball. I need to get a Pidgey down, obviously. I need to start using these Pidgeots. They didn't take a KO. Can't use Fezandipiti and Rotom. They're kind of just dead cards here. I want to keep Rotom in play. I'm going to use Thorton in this game for sure. This guy's going to become a Charmander at some point. So we are going to go... I don't have a PAL pad in this deck, do I? No. Okay, sorry, I get the list on my other monitor just because I literally 0 warm-up. It's Charizard. We're just full sending it. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away. Actually, we could do Arven. Arven for what? What's an item I could just get rid of? Heavy Ball. Don't need Heavy Ball. And I'll take Defiance Band so I could KO their active. Right? Or I could take Force Seal Stone. No, because they've taken 3 prize cards, so we're doing 90 more damage. We're swinging 270. I do need Defiance Band. I'm going to take it. And then I'm going to Ultra Ball away. I want to keep the Counter Catcher. That's going to be a huge card for us. I could sack 1 energy. I really didn't prize check how many energy are in the deck. Full sense. Why not? This is not the safest play, but I believe we got 3 energy in the deck. Right? Alright, 2. We just need to... Whoa. Whoa, we had 3 energy in the deck. We prized 2 energy. Okay, that could have been very bad, very fast. Oh, I can't retreat, can I? Oh, no. Oh my god, I can't retreat. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. I did, in fact, mess that one up completely. Huh. Well. Wow, we prized 2 energy. Oh my god, I absolutely cooked myself. I should have just taken Force Seal Stone. I got greedy. Why did I get greedy? That was such a dumb mistake. That was such a pointless mistake. They're pennies in discard. They're prime catchers in discard. Might just counter catcher up the Regidrago and deal with, or the bench Regidrago. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Buy us a little bit more time. Let's go instant charge. That was a bad misplay. That was a pretty bad misplay. I guess I got too greedy. Went for the massive KO when I shouldn't have. I should have prize checked. If I prize checked my energy, I would have knew that was the worst mistake I could have made. But I wanted to keep Turo. Like, I could have Ultra Balled away Turo and just been fine. And they had research in hand. Oh, that hurts. That hurt. Ooh, I'm throwing cards all over the place. I'm shuffling. My bad. So yeah, they could get a bunch of energy, but they still only have 1 energy switch, and they already manual attached. So I think we'll still be okay, right? Yeah, they manual attached. Okay, so we should be fine. We should still be taking a KO this turn. It's going to be very hard. Like, yes, my opponent took 3 prize cards early. Even with that, I think we could still win this. They're not one-shotting a Charizard. I have Turo. Now I know I need to rod my 3 energy the second I can. And we got Charmander in hand. I could Iono back down to another 3. 6 cards is just too many. I'm not rocking with my opponent having that many cards in hand. And I've got Defiance Band still, so I could still take a KO next turn on a full Regidrago V-Star. I think we'll be okay. They got the Teal Dance. Put it going. Put all your energy. Actually, Ogerpon can one-shot Charizard. Huh? Could, depending on how many... Yeah, because just a fully set up Ogerpon. I played Toadsquirrel enough to know that. They got no energy in discard, though. 0 energy in discard. And we got Pidgeot, but no Rare Candy. Let's get the Charmander down. Let's throw the Defiance Band here. Do I just Night Stretcher to take the energy back? Just guarantee the KO? I think we should. We absolutely should. So let's just take our energy back. Attach Retreat. I need to guarantee the KO. I'm going way too long without getting an energy. and we're gonna rip the Iono. I do play 2 counter catchers, yeah, so if I get the other counter catcher, I could at least take out an Ogerpon, which would be more beneficial to us, because Regidrago is not one-shotting us, Ogerpon is. This is a race for multiple prize cards at a time, and we get a counter catcher. Okay, that's actually pretty big. That is pretty big. Do I swing into their active? I don't think so. How many Superior Energy Retrieval and stuff have they played? Because I'm worried about them going another Superior Energy Retrieval, and then having an Ogerpon ready to rumble. But I think that's fine. I think that's something we just have to chance at this point. They're at 3 cards. This is ideally the best time to do it. So let's take out an Ogerpon. This is the biggest threat because this is the only thing that can one-shot me. I mean, the biggest attacker they got in here is like Goodra or Giratina, waste more energies. Not super scared of those. I guess they could go Dragapult, take out a Pidgey as well, but I'll chance that. We'll just swing 300 on this Ogerpon, take 2 prizes. This is now the scariest part of the game. If they get a KO this turn... Actually, you know what? If they KO with Ogerpon this turn, because they have 3 prize cards left, I think we'll still be okay. And they promote it. Yeah, oh, they got it. They absolutely got it. That's okay. That's fine. Because can they set up a 3rd Ogerpon or Regidrago? It's going to be a much bigger question. They got Ultra Ball from Mew. Okay. No Boss. No Cleffa. Makes sense. They don't need those. They got Fezandipiti. Maybe Mew's prized. But they're drawing 3 cards. More than 2 with Mew. Not bad. Definitely not bad at all. If they get a Energy Retrieval, Superior Energy Retrieval, or Night Stretcher, we're in danger. But as long as we can get Rare Candy Charizard next turn, I think we can still make a big comeback. Because after that, that's the only thing that can one-shot us. And really, the only thing at that point is just I need to evolve Pidgey and just pray they don't have the nuts. And if they get that... Actually, wait, they got no cards in deck. I don't think Homie thought this through. Alright, that's fine. We won by deck out. I'll take it. I don't think he's going to realize what's going on. I don't know if Homie thought that was the smartest play in the world, but... It was a play. I was like, oh, I could unfair stand, put him down to like a small hand and stuff. Nope, they got no cards. They completely forgot that they overextended way too much. Way too much. I'm just going to pass. Don't need to do anything else. That's a chip. Hey, man, that's... Yo, resource management is a thing. And if you're playing Regidrago, you will fly through your deck. You gotta be careful. So even after a Triforce... Honestly, I was convinced we could have made that comeback too. I wish they had cards in their deck. I wanted to see that. All we had to do was go Fezandipiti. I'm sure we would have got an Ultra Ball, Arven, something like that. We had Rare Candy in hand. We needed Arven for like Rod 2, Force Seal Stone, never use our V-Star power. Evolve another Charizard. What does our opponent do? Boss, Prime Catcher, and discard. We were walking away with that victory for sure. Solid victory number 1. I think that was a solid comeback. Not totally proven I would have won if they didn't deck out, but I'm very confident we could have. Because we would have had so much HP on our active Charizard, they were not one-shotting that going forward. I think we would have been okay, but regardless, solid match. Let's get into match number 2 and see if we can go 2-0, guarantee the positive record with Charizard EX. Welcome to match number 2. I did some checking, and it turns out Thorton is apparently a new staple in Charizard. I've seen it in a lot of the decks on the list that have been doing really well in some tournaments, so definitely something to keep in mind. We're going first. Not the most ideal opening hand, but we'll make it work. We will absolutely make it work. We definitely want Duskull down this matchup. I talked about it in the intro. That is absolutely the way we got to deal with this deck. I'm going to take another Charmander. I am fairly confident they are going to get 2 energy on their active, take a KO on our little lizard friend in the active spot. So I'm just going to put that energy down on the bench, and I'm just going to wait till next turn, rip the Iono, and just get going. Hopefully I get Rare Candy Charizard off my next hand. Or top deck Charizard, that would also be ideal. Even Ultra Ball. Because as long as I can attack a return, this matchup is favored for us. That Regidrago matchup, that one's definitely harder. And you can see why. That early Trifrost, is that the attack or is that the ability? I always forget which is which. I think that's the attack. But you see, like, that board wipe is something very hard to come back from. It's definitely possible. Hey, we still won the game. Clearly, it's possible to come back from, but definitely difficult. And here's the attack. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. If there's anything Ancient Box is good at doing, it is good at doing a little bit of chip damage on that first turn. So they actually had a solid lead now that I think about it, too. I got no energy in discard, though. We got Force Seal Stone. Doesn't really help us at the moment. For now, I'm just going to go Iono. I want to KO their active. Absolutely want to KO their active. Gets rid of all the energy in play. Gets rid of a setup Roaring Moon. And, oh my god. This is not what I wanted to see. Alright, so. Yeah, this one hurts. This one definitely hurts. Okay. Alright. What do I want to do? Probably go Counter Catcher, Greninja, Ultra Ball, get Pidgey. I hate to get rid of a Rod, though. And I do need another Charmander in play, so I kind of need, like, Rod and Night Stretcher. I guess I could get rid of Night Stretcher and Energy, because I have Rod in hand. So as long as I get Pidgey next turn, or... Oh my god, actually this is a mess no matter what way I put it. I feel like Rotom might even be the best play. Just to draw more cards, because there's nothing we're doing with a hand like this. I could get rid of Pidgeot, Energy. Wow, yeah, this is actually a mess. This is a nightmare, because I'm not getting anything I need. You know what, let's go Fezandipiti so I could draw 3 now. Maybe I could pull off the attack. Let's get rid of these guys. We still got Night Stretcher, super odd, so I could always take them back if absolutely needed. Let's go Fezandipiti. Draw 3 cards. That Iono was absolutely not what I wanted to see. I feel like every time I play against Charizard, they got exactly what they need when they need it. I am a hot mess right now. There is nothing I can do. So, I think with a hand like this is actually, this is slightly more manageable. Not great, but I mean, it's their cards. They are in fact cards. Okay. I guess we just attach energy to this Charmander and pass, right? I could hold the energy. It really doesn't hurt to hold it at this point. It'll be our 3rd energy in play in case I get like Ultra Ball or something and I need to get some sort of other card. Or attach it to this guy if they whiff the KO and I have no energy in deck like last game. Let's just hold the energy. I learned my mistake last time about getting rid of that energy. You know, putting it in play when I didn't need to. I should have just held on to it. So I'm just going to pass. We're just going to hold off. We're going to see if they got an energy to switch, you know, just retreat into Roaring Moon, or they just have Petron. Actually, that's fine. That's a 2-prize Pokemon. We could easily go for a KO on that at some point. And take 2 prize cards. That's going to be very big, especially being down 2. And we are going to need the world's most insane top deck if we want a chance. Or Fezandipiti. We need something to start going our way, because right now, this one hurts. This one hurts. And this is something I've noticed about playing about Charizard recently. So, you know, I said Charizard always has the nuts when they want it. And I do stand by that. I think for the most part, Charizard is one of the most consistent decks I've ever seen. But I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm a rogue player. I believe in rogue decks. I never mind being brutally honest about something people are going to get upset about in a meta deck. I feel like since Charizard has stuck in the Dusknoir line, the deck has just ultimately gotten more inconsistent. And this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Like, I don't know, I feel like Charizard never had massive whiffs like that before Dusknoir. But now that they're playing Dusknoir, it's still doing amazing. Like, clearly it's still, obviously it's still a phenomenal deck. I just feel like it's whiffing on a turn or two here or there because of Dusknoir. Those were other spots that could have been anything else. That's huge, that Rare Candy, because that's Pidgeot, actually. Alright, you know what? That might have saved us. That top deck Rare Candy might have saved us. And what do we get here? Ooh, that's amazing. That is phenomenal. Okay. Alright, so we need to... Honestly, we could, like, Rod back Charmander double energy, because that'll be good, so we could get a Charizard down. So let's go that. Charmander double energy. Ooh, whoopsies. And then we're going to Night Stretcher Pidgeot. Play Pidgeot. Play Rare Candy Pidgeot. Let's attach the energy to active. Rip the Iono. Draw new 6. Hopefully get Rare Candy or Charizard. Pidgeot for the other. Solid. Solid. Okay. We're live. We're so live. Oh my god. Okay. And this is great. We got Dusclops. That's going to sit there. That's going to be awesome for next turn. Next turn, we're going to make that huge comeback. We got Rare Candy, so now I just need Charizard. And this might be a double comeback video so far. I made the comeback in match number 1. I am going to be following it up in this match. I don't think there's a way they KO this Charizard this turn. I am fairly confident I can live an attack. That being said, you know what? I'm just going to attach the 1 energy. I'm going to keep the other 2 in the deck. I don't have another Charmander down. There's really not much I can do. We're going to swing 240, take the KO. Now we are on the prize map. We are back. We are live. We are chasing down everything we need to chase down. Okay. So, I think next turn, our general play, generally, you know, like roughly what I'm thinking, I want to get Dusknoir down, which I got. I got Ultra Ball in hand. Didn't prize check. Might be prized. Not sure. We'll deal with that later. If it is, I'll just take a Charmander. It's still fine. But ideally, I want to go KO on Greninja, Boss KO Petron, take 3 prizes in a turn, and stop their draw power, as well as go an unfair stamp, put them at 2 cards. I think that would be the best thing for us. They still haven't played Pokestop. Never mind, Petron's gone. Okay, that's cool though. I could take out their active Roaring Moon, and that's fine. Yeah, they're swinging 130. Oh my god, they got no card. They actually have a very unplayable hand. Maybe I don't even want to unfair stamp. Maybe I don't want to unfair stamp. Okay, that actually might not be a bad idea. Let's go Ultra Ball. We could honestly get rid of Ball. Do I play 2 Boss Orders or 1? Let me check. Let's try. I play 2 Boss Orders. Alright, Boss Nest Ball. Good night. Good night. Because I want to Arven for what? I don't know. We'll figure that out after. But I got Pidgeot too, so we're chilling. And Dusknoir. That's exactly who I needed. Their hand was very dead. They didn't play Sada. They didn't play anything last turn. They played Pokegear. Actually, no, they took Sada. Oh, so Sada's sitting in their hand. They just played... Okay. Okay, that's really good to note. They just played Penny, but they still do have a Sada, so if I KO their active, they'll be able to draw 3 cards. That tells me I should go for Arven for unfair stand. They didn't take a KO, though, so I can't shuffle their hand. Maybe I should have gone Iono there. Oh, whoopsie, sweet. That was a... I'm thinking unfair stamp only works if he got KO'd last turn, although I do need more Charmanders down. Maybe we just take this guy. Buddy-Buddy Poffin, get another 2 Charmanders. I could go for a Turo play this game, too. It's actually not a bad shout. We prized a little Charmander. That's fine, though. We got Thorton. Isn't a Charmander still in discard? Yeah, we could just Thorton next turn, if anything. So you know what? Give me the Pidgey. The Fezandipiti's an easy Gust KO, though. Would that ever matter to get rid of that guy? It might. We'll just take that 1 Charmander. It's cool. And what do I want a Pidgeot for? What do I want to Pidgeot for? Maybe I should have played Iono there. Put him down. But Iono would have gave him 4. It's still not perfect. It's still not a lot. Let's take out... Who do we want? Who do we want? Don't really need an energy. I could take Unfair Stamp now just to have it for next turn. In case they actually get a KO. Because they do have Sada. They may be able to get more in discard. Let's just take Unfair Stamp to have it. But I'm not worried too much. If they're not KOing my active, they did 130 damage. They still need an insane amount to take an attack next turn. Sorry, that was like a quiet turn. I feel like I didn't commentate as well as I should have on that one. But I think that's because I'm so lost. Like, I actually have no idea what the play was that turn. Because they didn't swing for much. I have 200 HP left. They need 7 ancient cards in discard piles still to take a KO. Which... I mean, that's a lot. They got 6 cards in hand. They need an energy to manual attach. I guess if they have superior energy retrieval, Great Tusk, that thing can die. That thing's got to go. Don't really feel like getting milled here. I could go Boss's Orders. Don't see a huge benefit in it. I don't see a huge benefit in going for Iono. Honestly, they could go Boss KO Fezandipiti. Maybe I get rid of Fezandipiti at this point and just rock with Pidgeot. I could get another Charmander down. Let's do that. Play the Thorton. Because Fezandipiti I don't think will really help us at this point. I want to just get rid of all my prize abilities possible. Let's go Quick Search, get a Charmeleon down. Just so, you know, manual evolving just saves some headspace, saves some headache. Let's throw the Defiance Band on... Honestly, doesn't really matter who. We could throw it on that guy. And then, do I want to go Dusknoir? Like, no. I could take out Greninja just to do it. Trade 1 prize, 1 prize. We have 2 left, take 2 KOs. Actually, you know what? No, I think we do. They got 5 cards in hand. We'll put them at 6, but we'll stop their draw engine. They got 4 cards in hand. How many Sada? 2. Let's do it. Right? It's not the perfect time to use it, though. Although there really is no perfect time to use it. It'll make Iono better in the future. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's take out this guy right here. Take out their draw engine. Next turn, we Iono. I honestly hope they take a KO next turn and they go down to 1 prize card so I can just go Iono. And if they get Night Stretcher or something and bring back Radiant Greninja, I'll cope. That's absolutely fine. You know what? We gave it a good go. Energy, love the energy there. Could attach that to Charmeleon. That generally just helps out a little bit with keeping that energy rolling. And let's swing 270. They'll have 7 cards in hand, so they'll have a full hand. They need Sada or some way to get an energy back to attack. They still don't have enough ancient cards in discard, I think, to KO. I think they're still short a couple. They've gotten, what, 3 or 4. 1, 2, maybe 3 more than last time. They still need, what, 4 more? There's Sada. That helps a lot, actually. That's really good for them, because they'll have now 9 cards in hand. Now we go Iono. Or Unfair Stamp. Both work perfectly. Probably Unfair Stamp. Put them at 0 cards. Put them at 2 cards. Obviously not 0. Put them at way less cards. And they got Great Tusk. Okay, so they might have to go the mill route. They're going to go Counter Catcher, take out Charmeleon. Smart. Very, very smart. So now they only need 2 prizes left to take a KO. Very well played by my opponent. But I think we promote Charmander. I think I want to go... We could always search for something if I need to switch out or whatnot. But I think we go Unfair Stamp, try to evolve our active. Ooh, love the energy there. That's just one less energy we need. So yeah, let's just Unfair Stamp, get a card out of the deck as well. Actually, let's thin out a bunch of these things. Let's get rid of this guy. Do I need Pidgey? I could put down Pidgey. It doesn't hurt me, because it doesn't fix my map, my prize mapping at this point. They're down 3 Sada. They also haven't found a stadium yet, which is a little scary. We go Unfair Stamp, though, every time. I should have prize checked for an energy. Oh, man, I forgot if I had an energy in the deck or not. Okay. Alright, we still got Turo if we didn't. And we actually whiffed on a few things. I could just retreat and swing. That might be the best route. I could Turo up the active. Let me Pidgey out first, because I could search Rare Candy, Turo this guy. And as long as I have energy in the deck, like 1 energy in the deck, we could swing. And then we'll still have a full HP Charizard. I could prize track the heavy ball. How many energy in discard? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's do this. Let's search. Do I have an energy in the deck? If I do, I'm going to take Rare Candy. And then play Turo down. Yeah, we got 1 energy. So I could go Rod next turn and get back the energy that would be discarded, because I might need them. With Quick Search. Let's do that. I just want to get, because this guy has 200 HP left, and they're really nearing that 200 mark. So let's scoop up the Charizard. Just pick him up. We got Rare Candy. We got Charizard EX. We could use our ability, take our last energy out of the deck, and I will... Honestly, I don't even need to play another Charmander. If they get... Although if they attack, I guess I could retreat, go Rod. Something like that. Just use another Charizard, force them to find boss as well. And it doesn't hurt us to play Charmander at all, so let's just do it. Let's Heavy Ball. I might need Ultra Ball. Nah, it's just Heavy Ball. What do I got in the prizes? Ultra Ball, Rare Candy. Okay, how many Rare Candies am I down? 2 or 3? 3. Okay, so we got no more Rare Candies. Charmeleon's also dead, so I definitely need Rod to get that Charmeleon back. Although I probably don't need it at this point. They've either got it or they don't going forward. They either, actually, we got 2 prize cards left. They either KO Pidgeot or Charizard. Pidgeot would be more likely, but they would need boss, which means they can't Sada. Or we just attack them and win next turn. If they play like Neutralization Zone or something insane like that so we can't attack, we got Vacuum in hand, we're okay. So we'll see if they have an answer. I think we ran away with this one. This one was close. This one felt scary, but looking at the board state right now, we're so fine. They're discarding 1 card. We've got 16 in our deck. We're golden. Yeah, we're golden. Okay, alright. I was like freaking out about this matchup. I just gotta trust that Charizard has an amazing time in Ancient Box. Yeah, they scoop. Alright, so that's 2-0 with Charizard EX. That felt way scarier than I think it was. I don't know how to explain that right. Like, that matchup felt like I was on the, they were in the driver's seat the whole match. But I guess in hindsight, we kind of walked through them pretty easy. The plays were a little difficult. Ideally, not what I wanted. We had like a bricked hand that just didn't really do anything, but we kind of just took them for a little walk in the park and just did our thing. So hey, you know what? We're 2-0 with Charizard EX off some insane matches so far. Let's get into the third, see if we can guarantee the perfect record for today. Welcome to match number 3, where we open up with one of the hands ever. This really does me no favors. Unless I prize the Charmander. That's like the only way. They lead Pidgey, so they're playing Dragapult or Charizard. Buddy-Buddy Poffin saves my entire vibe. It saves everything. We'll take a Duskull. Not sure what we're up against. We prize an energy and Unfair Stamp. Those are really big to know. Alright, that's good. It's good to know. So we got 4 energy in the deck. We got 2 Charizards worth. I'm gonna take the Duskull. I am gonna play the Duskull. If this is not a matchup where I want to use it, I'll play Thorton and I'll just get rid of that guy. And we're gonna take one of each of these. Not bad. We got 3 energy in the deck. We got 1 in prize card, 1 in hand. So I'm going to attach the energy to Charmander and rip instant charge and see what the vibes are after this. Okay, hey, you know what? That works. We got Force Stone Iono. That's not bad. And we got Rare Candy Pidgeot for next turn, too. Oh, my God. Actually, wait. Nah, we're cooking. We're cooking. That top deck Buddy-Buddy Poffin saved our entire game. And they got double Pidgey. Is this Pidgeot control or are they bricking? We got double Pidgey. Oh. Oh, a lot of Pidgeys going on. A lot of Pidgeys. Okay. I want to Rare Candy Pidgey. I don't really want to play Iono when their hand is this bad, to be 100% honest. We got 2 energy left in the deck. I could go retreat. I don't want to play Iono because they haven't done anything yet. I don't want to give them a new hand. I don't want to see what they're playing. I kind of want to just win. You know, I kind of want to just do my thing. I'm going to play Force Seal Stone. I'm going to use it for Rare Candy. I am... Oh, not Instant Charge. Actually, I'm going to use it for Arven. I haven't played a supporter yet. So I might as well then out in Arven and then take Rare Candy with this Arven, as well as Defiance Band just to have. I am also going to play Quick Search, take Charizard EX, and move on with this. We could not board wipe our opponent this turn, I don't think. Maybe there was a way. If we did play the Iono, we could have got like Rare Candy Charizard, Rare Candy Dusknoir. That would have been pretty cool, but we would have needed a lot going. And if we whiffed it, which I think would have been more likely, well, our opponent would be able to play the game, so that wouldn't be cool either. Especially if it's like a control type matchup. We got 3 energy in the deck. I'm going to put 1 there, 1 here, 1 on Charmander. Okay, yeah, we want all 3. We want all 3. So I'm going to go 1 to retreat, 1 to attack, 1 to set up my other guy. And then we will retreat, promote, attach the Defiance Band to the bench Charmander, not Instant Charge. We're going to swing 180 and take a KO. See if my opponent has another way to bench any other Pokemon. If not, or evolve Pidgey. If they don't have either, well, good night. That Heavy Ball is not going to do us any favors. That is not my final energy or my unfair stamp. Those are the 2 cards I want the most out of these prizes. We'll see what they can do. So you got Ultra Ball. So they got most likely Rare Candy Pidgeot, which could get them whatever they need, and we can't one-shot it. So that definitely would make it so we can't. Oh, although if we go Dusknoir, we could win. No, it's a Charizard. All right, it's Charizard v Charizard. However, we are in the more dominant setup. They got TM Evo. That's unfair stamp. Okay, I was gonna say that's fine because I might actually be able to pull off KO and Rare Candy Dusknoir. Ooh, top decking Dusknoir does help because then I just Pidgeot for Rare Candy. Yeah, they have to go Buddy-Buddy Poffin. If you don't go Buddy-Buddy Poffin, you're cooked. All right, cool. So I think I do want to play the Dusknoir this turn, though. I really want to limit how many Charizards or Pidgeys our opponent has access to, but Pidgey's in the active spot. B-Barrel is kind of annoying as well. I could just take down, like, B-Barrel and Charmander. We'll see what they evolve into Pidgeot. Well, that's dying, because I am using Charizard. They could have used the free retreat and gone into a Charmander. I feel like that might have been smarter. Just kept the Pidgeot. If they take B-Barrel, yeah, they do take B-Barrel. We're KOing B-Barrel with Dusknoir. Not messing around with it. Don't want to see it. Don't want them to draw cards. They need Charizard in hand for me to care about anything they got. I want to just take out all their support Pokemon. I think that would be best. How many Rare Candies have we played? We played 2, right? Yeah, we'll search for a 3rd. Definitely important to note, do we have both Rare Candies in the deck, or did I prize one? No, we do. Alright, so let's go Iono, or Arven. We'll take out Rare Candy, and we don't have any other tools, but I'll just start thinning the deck as much as possible. I'm going to need Arven's less and less as the match goes on. So let's just take it now. Let's go Rare Candy. Let's get Rare Candy Dusknoir. We'll give them a prize. That's fine. I'll accept that. But now they don't have a draw engine. This is a different build of Charizard. I feel like the TM Evo build, I want to say more consistent. They also bricked really bad this matchup, so it's very hard to compliment them on their consistency when I'm up against this. I mean, that's 2 full turns without attacking. We're about to take half our prize cards to their 1, so not bad. We get an Arven out of the prize cards, also pretty solid. And we swing, take out their Pidgeot. Okay, so now they got effectively no draw support at all. They do, they most likely can get Charizard down. 1 sec, need a drink. On first hand, big, that's huge. If they have Charizard in hand, they can evolve, they can attack, but at this point it's just a slugfest, and they scoop. Yeah, there was no way. I mean, if they didn't have Charizard, we were absolutely cooking them. We took out all of their draw engine, and I think that's a great clip, just to show how powerful Dusknoir can be in this deck. I mean, you know, you take out, they got 2 support Pokemon in play, use Dusknoir for 1, swing into their other. I mean, they had 5 cards in hand, they just did not have it like that. There was nothing they could do. Or maybe they had Charizard, but they were like, you know what? After this Charizard, they've got multiple Charizards, they got Pidgeot. Homeboy was not going to be swinging well in terms of consistency. Even if he took a KO, Unfair Stamp would have devastated him. Like, solid match. 3-0 for Charizard EX. I mean, I think this kind of proves why this is... I'm hesitant to say BDIF right now. I don't know if Charizard is in the 1 spot. It's doing amazing though. It's definitely S tier. Like, there's no question about it. This is one of the best decks going into Baltimore regionals. This is it's a very well positioned deck. It's got some great matchups. It's very consistent overall. Even if like Dusknoir does hurt its consistency a little bit, I'm not saying the deck is like trash. It's amazing. I don't know if it destroys every deck enough to take that like true BDIF title, or just play it safe, put it in an S tier. I think it's an S tier deck. Definitely give it a shot. This list is a lot of fun. Apparently Thorton is more common than I thought in Charizard, but now I see why. It's very, very useful. So, yo, give it a play, give it a go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I know I mentioned it a couple times now. Listen to the Battle VIP podcast. All the episodes will be uploaded everywhere by the end of the day today. So give that podcast a listen, show it some support, get involved in the meta, what's going on, and also listen to me and my boys yap for about an hour and a half. Or, you know, just put it on the background. Show some love on the podcast. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have the best day ever. Stay epic. Peace.